stress. S-T-R-E-S, stress. Good evening, everyone. Today was a great day for word nerds everywhere. And why? Today was the 87th annual Scripps Howard National Spelling Bee. It's like an intellectual Hunger Games of sorts. I watch it pretty much every year because I have no life. Honestly, I think it's rather exciting in a very different sort of way. I just like to appreciate these kids having a far more superior knowledge of words than I do. Seriously, some of the words that they give to them they're scary. The one word that I remembered from today, I made sure to make good note about it when I saw it on television because that word looked shocking. It was one of those words where you just knew that even for an experienced speller, it was just impossible. Kierkegaardian. And it basically means of or relating to the Danish philosopher Kierkegaard. Whoever the hell he is, that's what it said on the screen. On a side note, why the hell do they show it on ESPN? I mean, obviously, studying for these sorts of things is exhausting, but I wouldn't really consider spelling a sport. But whatever. I am glad that these kids get televised for the whole nation to see because they deserve to get their 15 minutes of fame for studying their asses off for months before this event is shown everywhere. Hell, there's movies about it. If you've ever seen the film Aquila and the Bee starring Keke Palmer and Lawrence Fishburne, I suggest checking it out. It pretty much shows that, as the kid said during the basketball scene, spelling bees are serious shit. This year, it was a very interesting bee. For the first time in over 50 years, 2 people have been declared co-champions. Just like in the movie Aquila and the Bee. And what's it mean to be a co-champion? Towards the end of the competition, right when there's like about 2 spellers left, the announcer, Dr. Jacques Bailey, I believe his name is, he is given a list of 25 words known as the championship words, and the remaining spellers have to battle those 25 words out until one of them is declared a champion. But not this year. These 2 kids, Anson Sajo of Fort Worth, Texas, and Sriram Hathwar of New York. Yeah, both of them kicked those 25 words asses. The last 2 words spelled by the spellers, stickamithia, which is basically, says here it's a poetry technique. And, oh dear, I'm probably gonna mispronounce this. Feuilleton. It's derived from French, obviously. And it's basically a section of a newspaper. It's intimidating. These 2 kids are spelling monsters. I actually have the dictionary right here. Webster's Third New International Dictionary is the dictionary that they use. It's like the official dictionary. All the words that are used in the bee have to come from this book. It's like a rule. Just look how huge it is. It is amazingly, and people have read every single word. I think some of these kids treat this as their Bible, even. Oh my god. However, I do feel bad for that one kid. Jacob Williamson is his name. He's actually one of my favorites. Every avid fan of the spelling bee has their favorites every year. And obviously, he was just as talented as anybody at the stage at that time. And what made him interesting and unique was the fact that every time he got a word right, he would get extremely excited about it. So this kid, Jacob, during round 10 of the B, he's given the word Cabaragoya, which is an aquatic reptile, apparently. He just goes up to the mic, he hears the word Cabaragoya, and he just goes, "Oh, I know this!" He spells the word right, except saying a C instead of the K at the very beginning, costing him the entire competition. Overconfidence is a bitch. But I mean, it's true. Spelling bees are serious shit. Hell, I was in the spelling bee. I mean, check out this big ass trophy that I earned. It was my third place trophy for my regional spelling bee. I was 2 places away from going to nationals. Ugh, so close. But still, I thought there was a lot of beauty behind how words, how they came from different languages, how roots would combine with other roots and they'd become like interlocked to become big words. And I really appreciated that because, you know, these roots are thousands of years old in languages like Latin and Greek, which nobody talks about, yet they are still incorporated in our daily conversations, and we don't even notice that. I participated for fun. I was a friggin' nerd growing up. I still am, you know, because I liked words. You know, I did it. I had legitimate fun. And I didn't whine or complain or cry whenever I got eliminated. My one pet peeve about the bee is that there is a lot of stress involved. And if you've ever been in a spelling bee, you're gonna notice right off the bat that oftentimes a lot of the parents that are spectators in the audience, they look at their kids with serious faces. Usually, those are the ones that expect their kids to win, otherwise they're gonna be a huge disappointment in the eyes of the parents. May the Lord have mercy upon their souls. Let me see, some interesting moments about my experience. For spelling bees, the kids could start as early as in the 3rd grade up to a maximum of the 8th grade. I didn't do it in the 3rd grade because I thought, you know, they were stupid. Watching it for the first time in my elementary school, I just thought, oh my god, I could totally, you know, rape these guys. I didn't say that, but I was still a very cocky little shit when I was 9 years old. So in the 4th grade, I enter, you know, for shits and giggles, you know, just to see what would happen. And as it turns out, I won. My winning word was cathedral. And me being the 4th grader that I was, I pulled a friggin' Nixon. On the podium, everybody thought it was cute. Yeah, even though I looked terribly disgusting as a kid. Then again, everybody has that awkward phase right before puberty where they look absolutely disgusting. Then in the 6th grade, during one of the regional bees, I was asked to spell the word wiki wiki. It's a word derived from Hawaiian origin that basically means really, really fast. Hence the name Wikipedia. And for some reason, that made everybody in the audience laugh. I mean, the word sounds funny, so I laughed, they laughed. And it's wiki wiki, for crying out loud. I did hear this one man in particular laughing louder than everybody else. Maybe he gave it a sexual connotation to the word. I don't know. 7th grade was my peak year in the competition. I got to regionals, and to third place. I showed you the trophy. And I lost to the word. Well, I don't want to say lose because I didn't feel like I lost anything. On the contrary, I won a lot of experience, fun, nerdy excitement. But anyways, my final word, I guess we should say, because I felt like I ended on a good note and I was satisfied with the results, was the word fructiferous, which means to bear fruit. I spelled fructiferous with an O. I overthought it. Actually, the regular spelling was my first guess, but nope. Alas. But looking back at it, just being in front of an audience on a stage where everybody is looking at you, it helped me conquer a lot of feelings of anxiety, especially during middle school. And it's also an interesting feeling just to compete based on knowledge of words alone. And it's something that isn't typically done. That's all I have to say. I am really, really tired. It is 4:30 in the morning. The coffee crash is imminent. Yeah, but before I go, I just want to say a mad kudos to Sriram Hathwar and Ansun Sejo for both winning the spelling bee as co-champions, which is a rare and phenomenal event that should be celebrated. These kids are gonna get a lot of attention from the media. I know a few years back they did. They invited the spelling bee champions to the Jimmy Kimmel show. I hope that they get some consequential media attention. Well, that's all I have to say about that. Good job, kiddos. And if by magical chance you were in any way involved in the Scripps Howard National Spelling Bee this year or any year, hell, in any spelling bee, even if it's at a classroom or school level, good job. No, seriously, good job. I mean, I sound sarcastic right now, but it's really because I'm tired. Fuck, I'm falling asleep. Well, I am OUT out, so... Take care and kick ass, everyone. So,